with the next step, we're going to show how to wrap this I/O bank, the 19 and 59, in a loop so that we can create all the I/O banks for these two columns. Okay, so we know we want 19 and 59 together, we want 20 and 60 together, we want 21 and 61 together. So what we do is we select this symbol and we use this preprocessor directive. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a replicate loop. So we're going to find the replicate. And what replicate lets us do is we can say replicate, we're going to use this form of the replicate. So let's copy that. We can do Control-C. Okay. And what we're going to do is what replicate will do is we're going to substitute anywhere we see _19, we're going to substitute that with 19 _19 ... 38. Okay, and anywhere we see _59, we're going to change it to _59 all the way to 78. And then we're going to say wrap selection. Okay, so what will end up happening is when PartBuilder runs, it'll build this loop, and it looks here and it says, okay, I have to go from 19 to 38, and it's going to make a copy of this that many times. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 times. It's going to go through a loop and create and duplicate this. The first time it's going to see the _19, it'll substitute it with _19. When it sees _59, it'll substitute in _59. The second time, it'll do 20 and 60. The third time, it'll do 21 and 61. And it'll walk 22, 62, 23, 63, 24, 64, all the way up to 38 and 78. On these two, 27 and 67 and 28 and 68, we'll still create the 2767 and the 2868, but since these two banks don't exist, PartBuilder will just handle it and throw those pins away. So PartBuilder is very friendly about loops so that you don't have to work very hard. What that means now is we can get rid of 20, 21, all the way down to 78. So let's look here. So I'm going to do shift click here, and I'm going to delete that. So now we took out all those lines, and this is going to create all of these symbols. So what we'll do now is we're going to do another file save as. And since we called it 2 banks per symbol now, we're going to call it 2 banks per symbol with loops. Just so we have that, a separate file. And then that means we have to go over here and replace that one . We'll pick that. And again, we'll get rid of the leading. The other thing I forgot to do in here is this, the top level. So it's called SDL from template, which is a special name. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this file. We're going to do another file save as. We don't want SmartFrac overwriting this one either. So we'll call it FPGA top symbols.sdl. And when we start running it, we'll come back over to here, and we'll select that new one for the SDL file. FPGA top symbols, and let's save our changes. So now we're going to use the FPGA top symbols. That's going to be here. So far, it's using the SmartFrac created include files for everything except for this generic IO2 banks. Okay. And very quickly we can rerun STL map symbol builder and run Then we're going to take a peek at the symbols again. And now let's take a look. So now we have banks 19 to 59. But we have 19 to 59. We have 20 and 60. 21 and 61. 22 and 62. And we'll end up here to 38 and 78. So now you can see we have almost half the symbols.